Just gonna check this out real quick. All right, we're good. All right. I want to give all honor, glory, praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, pursuing his truth and sincerity. It's to our Pariah from the province Rhode Island camp. And title of this lesson says, we brought upon ourselves, something of that sort. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about all of this shit that we going through as Israelites. That's what I'm talking about. We brought it upon ourselves, man. And the first precept I want to get into is the book of Baruch, chapter 1 and verse 17. And it says, "For we have sinned before the Lord." And what is sin? Okay, sin is transgression against the law. All right, the law that was given to us by the Most High through Moses. You see, and verse 18 says, "And disobeyed him, and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to walk in the commandments that he gave us openly, since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt, unto this present day, we have been disobedient unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice." Now, real quick, get that word negligent, get the definition of it. And it comes from the word neglect, which means to give little attention or respect to. All right. So we lacked the respect, all right, that we were supposed to give towards the commandment that was given openly to us. All right. And if I grab this, right, because we've established that sin is what? Transgression of the law, right? And you read here in the book of Romans, the 6th chapter, in the 23rd verse, it says, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, our Lord." All right, so since we broke them commandments, we just been dying, man. We just been dying due to our own iniquity. Brought it upon ourselves. All right, but it's gonna go back to the book of Baruch. Um, and we're gonna read the 19th verse again. Since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt unto this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice. Wherefore the evils cleaved unto us, and the curse which the Lord appointed by Moses his servant at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt. Right? You can read about those curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. All right. And it says, "To give us a land that floweth for milk and honey, like as it is to see this day." That land would be Jerusalem. And verse 21 says, "Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, according unto all the words of the prophets," right? Because he speaks through his men, the prophets. Okay. And it says, "Whom he sent unto us." So yes, there are men on this planet Earth that has the truth, that has the spirit of truth. Okay, that Yahweh Shai was talking about in the book of John. Actually, let's just read it real quick. All right. This is the book of John, chapter 14, in verse 16. "And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you." Okay, so the Rakakodash, man, it's what's in the vessels of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to the book of Baruch. It's the first chapter, and read the 21st verse again. It says, "Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, according unto all the words of the prophets which whom he sent unto us. But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai." All right. And you can read all throughout the scriptures about our wickedness. All right. As Israelites, you can read all about the things that we were doing, even when we knew our power, man. But this is it's the Baruch chapter 2, and I'm gonna read starting at the top. It says, "Therefore the Lord have made good his word which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah." Right? Because you could read in the book of Kings how the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, they were wicked. Right? It started with the king. You read in what is it? I believe it's Ecclesiasticus, the 12th chapter. No, it's the 10th chapter, where it talks about how pretty much a wise judge instructs his people, okay, and an unwise king destroys his people. All right. So yeah, man, when in the book of Kings, when you read about it, it talks about how how this particular king followed after the wickedness of his father. You see, all right. So we're gonna read the second verse now here in the book, the second chapter, and it says, "To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter." And that's something that's going to be coming really soon, man. That's coming real soon. All right. Talking about Jacob's trouble, man. See, it happened before. It happened before. Shit, it still happens. It still happens to this day. You got places somewhere out there in the forest where they eating each other up just to survive on some shit, man. You know. Um, Verse 4, "Moreover, he have delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them." Right. It's a part of the curses. Verse 5, "Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and have not been obedient unto his voice." Right. Again, Deuteronomy 28 and 15. It says, matter of fact, we'll just grab it real quick. Deuteronomy 15, 28 and 15 says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord your power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." All right. So there you go. The scriptures are very clear as to why, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are in the predicament that they're in. Okay. But it's the false reality that these people have of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that causes them to be very let's just say skeptical, all right, of actually believing in the word. All right. But let's go back to Baruch chapter 2. And we're going to read verse 5. It says, "Thus we were cast down and not exalted," right? Pretty much what? Servants on horses, kings and servants. It says, thus we were cast down and not exalted, right? We got base men ruling over us, pretty much like shrimp on a pedestal, you know, cavemen, cave beasts, people that lack pigmentation, you know, but it was given to them. It was given. Job 9:24, right? The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. But why was it given? Okay. Because we brought it upon ourselves. We did it, we pretty much gave it to them in a sense. If in one aspect, we had the glory, man. But we as a people, as a nation, we messed it all up, man. And I'm saying we because I myself am included, you know. Shit, I wouldn't be here if you know what I'm saying. If I wasn't a part of the cause, then I wouldn't be here. All of us that are here wouldn't be here, you know. But this is verse 6 again. It says, Salakia. Yes, verse 6. To the Lord Yahweh Hashem Al Shai, our power, appertaineth righteousness, but unto us and to our fathers open shame, as appeareth this day. For all these plagues are come upon us, which Yahweh Hashem Al Shai has pronounced against us. And shit, we're going through some plagues now, right? The famine, you got famine going on with the food, shit, slowly with the word, with the gas, with inflation, hyperinflation is coming, you know. Revelations what? Revelations 12:12, man. We'll grab it real quick because all of these things are taking place. Because here, Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. Salaki, look, all of these things are being pretty much, how do I say, this is a manipulated chaos taking place here. You know, the spirit is being put onto the elites to make these things happen. All right. Hey, shalom, yabashim yashai barakatah. And look, man, the whole point of us being under curses, you know what I'm saying, is because of our wrongdoings, right? And us being under curses, the Lord's put it in the spirit of Satan to jump on the elites, the Edomites, to orchestrate all of this hell going on right now. You know, they're trying to eliminate the middle class. They're trying to leave it so, there's a lower class and there's an upper class. They're trying to get rid of the middle class. This stuff going on right now, the middle class is going to be wiped out shortly, you know, with all the things happening. Every day is more chastisement. Every day is more judgment that's coming from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Every day, you know. But let's go back to Baruch and finish that off. This is Baruch chapter 2 in verse 7 again. Says, for all these plagues are come upon. Look it, we went through slavery, you know, shit, eating each other. You go to the Northern Kingdom with the Mayans in them, the history of that. Our history is brutal, is gruesome, you know. We did a lot of left field things, man. Sacrificing our children in the fire. That's not something that Yahweh was commanding us to do. You know, we weren't commanded by Yahweh Shem Shai to put our children in the fire. No, we took that out. We took that away from the heathens. You know, we took that away from these nations that are considered as nothing. You know, but again, look, this all goes back to what? We brought it upon ourselves, man. Brought it upon ourselves. All right, Baruch chapter 2, verse 7. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord hath pronounced against us. Yet have we not prayed before the Lord that we might turn everyone from the imagination of his wicked heart. Right, because instead of praying to Yahweh Shem Shai, our people were praying to these false idols, false gods, and we still do to this day as a people. You know, Yahweh Shem Shah raised up his men, raised up certain people because we in those latter days. You know, but for the most part, before getting up in this truth, we were all praying unto who? Not Yahweh Shem Shah. How can I say that? Because we didn't have his names before we got in the truth. You know, so therefore, hey man, we play a part in this. You know, we play a part in causing this curse to fall upon us. You know, we did it to ourselves, right? This is verse 9. Wherefore, Yahweh Shem Shai watched over us for evil, but Yahweh Shem Shai had brought it upon us. For Yahweh Shem Shai is righteous in all his works which he hath commanded us. Yet we have not hearkened unto his voice to walk in the commandments of the Lord that he hath sent before us. You know, hey, at the end of the day, you know, it's all righteous judgment that's coming upon us as a nation. You know, from our from our women bugging out, you know, from our jobs being all, you know, hectic and causing a whole bunch of vexation within our spirits, you know, from us being as peasants. Whew, yup. Yeah, and how about Shemi Hawashai turned his back on us for a moment of time, right? Hosea 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offenses and seek my face in their affliction. They will seek me early. Right, right. And that acknowledgement comes with self-examination, you know? We have to examine ourselves, whether we be in the faith, right? Isn't that what the scripture says? You know, because without that self-examination, you know what I'm saying? You be just like these heathen, you know? That's right, man. We gotta seek Yahweh Shem. Hey man, it's one of them things through this internet, through this unicorn, you know, we push out this word, you know, and these other media outlets like Bishop or Odyssey, you know, because of YouTube is taking down pages, YouTube is taking down, you know, videos, all of that stuff, man. It's taking down all of that stuff. And those other things are gonna be up for so long too, man. So it's in the spirit, you know, that we continue to acknowledge our offenses so that we may seek his mercy. You know, we seek Yahweh Shem Shai's mercy, okay? Then you know, hey, Lord willing, he finds us. But this is real quick. This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 6, right? Because the offenses that we have committed, you know, as the nation of Israel, all right, it's caused our generations to become as wicked. You know, the scriptures talk about how we are as our fathers. You know, so real quick, Nahum 1 and 6 says, "Who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him." You know, and a lot of Israelites, okay, they're not going to be able to avoid that day. That day, what Isaiah 13 and 5. You know, coming from a far country. Matter of fact, I'll just get it real quick. Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. All right. The missiles, they're gonna come and they're gonna come in and wipe out everything on the planet Earth. You know, they're gonna wipe out every damn thing on the planet Earth for the most part. All right. And if you're not seeking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then you pretty much gonna be a part of that fire there. Khan, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, right? Because a lot of people, they like to seek Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai when things get tough, when shit isn't when shit isn't easy, when they lose something, when somebody die, you know. But it's best to seek Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai when the days are not evil, man. Which right now we living in some shitty times, but they're not as bad as they're gonna get. All right, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Like right now, we are in the days of our youth, man. So we gotta continuously seek, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, the creator of the heavens and the earth, right? Oh, right, because this goes here. Nahum 1:7 says, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. Okay, that day of trouble. What does that remind you of? Jeremiah 30:7. Daniel 12:1. Jacob's trouble. The time is coming for Jacob, right? It's literally Jacob's trouble. We brought it upon ourselves, man. We brought this trouble upon ourselves. All right. And the scriptures has said, and he knoweth them that trust in him. And who is them that trust in him? Those that are found in that book of life, man. Those that have what? Seek the creator in the days of their youth. Acknowledge their offenses. Okay. Repent. Return to him. Let me see. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. There's that trouble again, right? Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Who? Everyone that shall be found written in the book. Okay. Let me go here. That's the elect, man. Right? Baruch chapter 2 in verse let me see verse 30. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. Right? Because we are captive right now. We're held captive right now. Okay, as the Israelites. All right. Shit. Ultimately, all these nations are held captive under Esau, but all these other nations don't matter. It's only the Israelites that matter. All right. And the prophecy said that in the land of their captivity, they will remember themselves. You got Israelites waking up all over the world, man, realizing who they are, acknowledging who their power is, who their enemy is, what to eat, what not to eat, what to do, what not to do, man. Every brother in this truth fulfilled this prophecy right there. Every brother, Verse 31, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. Whoo, right there and then, right? Let me go, verse 32. I don't want to get too excited. It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name, right? Because look, what is it in Isaiah 33:6? I don't want to butcher it. Isaiah 33:6 says what? No, that's not what I wanted. Matter of fact, Salaki, this is what I wanted. This is Proverbs 18:10. This is the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Oh, you see? All right. Let me go back to Baruch, chapter 2, in verse 31 again, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. All right. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Okay, now that's gonna happen, after this place gets destroyed. Okay, after this place gets destroyed, after the Edomites are taken out of the land of milk and honey, okay, Jerusalem. All right. The Israelites will be back where they're supposed to be, and they're not gonna mess it up. They're not gonna mess it up. Because why? Because the laws are gonna be written on our inward parts, man. The laws are gonna be written on our inward parts. That's why we're not gonna mess it up. That's why we're not gonna bring no more death unto our nation, man. Okay, we will be the gods, literally, with the spiritual power and immortality. All right, but it's a long way. It's a long way till we get to that. Verse 35. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I had given them. All right. So, all the things that we're going through right now, okay, is getting us ready for the kingdom. Okay. We're being tried in the fire, right? Being tried in the fire, in the furnace of adversity. Okay. Getting the impurities burnt out of us, the deeds of the flesh being purged out. Okay. And it all takes time, right? It all takes time. It may seem like forever to us, but it's nowhere near forever to, the powers of the heavens. In heavenly time, what? It ain't that long. 1,000 days to us is a day to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. I want to get Hebrews. I think it's Hebrews 11. Let me see. Because it all seems grievous, right? It all seems grievous. Okay. But at the end of it all, it's for our betterment. Right? Let's read about it. Hebrews 12 in verse 6. For whom Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth. Okay. It's what? I think it's Ecclesiasticus 12 and 1, maybe. Come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. No, it's not. It's not Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1. All right. But that's what it comes down to, man. Serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it ain't easy. But if you're really one of his, he's gonna put it in your spirit to send them prayers out. Send out them sacrifices, man. Pray for that diligence, that endurance, that patience, that stamina, that spiritual stamina. All right. Hebrews 12 and verse 8. It says, but if ye be without Salakia, verse 7, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and our sons, man. All right. And our people, they don't recognize the chastisement. They don't recognize the affliction. They don't recognize the fire that they're going through every day that they brought upon themselves. But the elect do, man. Okay. And that's going to be enough for the elect to return to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. but it's not gonna be for the 2/3, which is why they gotta be burned with that nuclear fire, man. All right. Lord willing, you was at a fire. Shalom.